Hello and welcome to Rightbus Life Coaching channel. Do you want to know how to make New Year resolutions stick? Keep watching, I'll be back after the opening titles. In the meantime, are you on the right bus? And welcome back. Here we are talking all about life coaching. I'm Mervin Straughan, creator of the 3 Journeys life coaching system, and I'm the author of the self-help guide Imagine Life as 3 Bus Journeys. Are you making any goals or resolutions as they're traditionally called on 1st of January? New Year's Day is a popular time to resolve to make changes. It's a threshold marking the end of one period and the start of a new one. If the answer is yes, that's great because this video is going to help you. One thing to remember though is that every day offers an opportunity to start anew. Whichever day you've chosen, I'm going to give you tips for 3 areas of the goal setting process that will keep you focused and help to increase your likelihood of success. It'll be useful to state at the outset that serious goal setting takes effort and focus. You can't magic your goals into being achieved. The 3 areas we're going to look at are: number 1, how to be clear and organised in setting goals. Number 2, how to make sure that the goals are the right ones for you. And 3, how to stay focused and motivated. So let's get started. Number 1, be clear in your goals and the steps you're going to take to make them happen. We need to be crystal clear about what we want to achieve. We're going to be programming our minds for success, so let's avoid any ambiguity. And we're going to write them down because a goal that isn't written down is just a dream. And even before we start writing, we're going to be focused with an additional use of the Wheel of Life. You'll recall from earlier videos that the Wheel of Life, developed by Paul J Meyer, is an excellent tool for diagnosing where you are at this point, by gauging satisfaction levels across 8 aspects of your life, which are created by the spokes of the wheel. It helps you to identify those areas that need attention. I'll include a link for the video in which I explain how to use this simple tool. We can take these 8 areas as a framework for identifying, monitoring and reviewing our goals. The categories we'll be using are: career, family and loved ones, finances, friends and social, health, hobbies and pastimes, home and surrounding areas, and lastly, personal growth, which is also an area where we include time alone for recharging our batteries. So we focus on one aspect for a short while to identify the goals needed to enhance this particular area of our life before we move to the next one. This gives the goal setting process some order rather than looking like some haphazard brain dump. We'll find it much easier to review our goals if we use these categories. Number 2, setting the right goals. Sometimes we set goals to achieve what others expect of us rather than to bring about the achievement or change that we truly desire. This often fails because we lack belief in the goal, and even if we achieve it, it's likely to leave us wanting. Which is why it's a good idea to ensure that our goals align with our purpose. But how do we find our purpose? Well, I've mentioned before the guiding principles of the Japanese philosophy of Ikigai, which tells us that our purpose lies at the heart of where 4 major life questions meet. They're often depicted as 4 overlapping spheres. I find it useful to draw them as 4 roads, with the soul searching being at the crossroads. The questions we must ask ourselves are: what do I enjoy doing? What does society or the world need? How can I be paid for doing this? And what am I good at? Some people are driven by a desire to help others or to leave a positive legacy. True purpose is why we get out of bed. When we have purpose and goal setting working together, we have a truly powerful combination. So draw your crossroads and work out what your purpose is. Number 3, staying focused. Here's what we can do to make sure we stay on track. We can start by reminding ourselves that there's a huge prize up for grabs for seeing this through. One thing that helps is to review our progress at least once a week. We can carry our list with us in our diary, our notepad, or on our phone, or a scrap of paper. Scratch off each goal as we achieve them and add new ones or adapt existing ones if our plans need to change. And celebrate each time we achieve a goal, because this is great for motivation. Speaking of motivation, if there are days when you'd prefer to be warm in bed instead of running or cycling first thing in the morning, commit yourself to doing just 5 minutes of the activity. By the time you've done 5 minutes, your mind will tell you that you might as well complete it. And also remind yourself how good it's going to feel once you've completed that activity. And on the subject of small amounts of effort, remember the incredible power of the law of compounding, where a small action carried out every day adds and grows in the same way a regular savings plan does. Eventually a tipping point is reached and the results can be amazing. If you fall off your metaphorical bike, get back on it. By this I mean that if you've let a girl drift, get back on the case immediately. Okay, so you've lost some time, but I'm sure you can close the gap. I'm going to finish with another motivational suggestion that's linked to the power of your feelings. I'd like you to project yourself 12 months into the future. Look back on everything you've accomplished. How does it feel? How much better is your life for having taken action? How much has it enriched your life, and how has it enabled you to grow? Hold on to that feeling of accomplishment because it's strong and motivating. Well, that's all for this latest video. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like and feel free to leave a comment. And do remember to press that subscribe button to ensure you're alerted to any new content. In the meantime, enjoy the journey.